New York State is facing an unprecedented crisis in housing across the state.
When something starts to come up and it gets painted and it's cleaned and it's renovated and people in that building start to have hope, then the next one takes that step.
Historic Pastures is a property in Albany, New York. It is 90 separate properties that are scattered among 10 city blocks.
First and foremost, it represents part of the proud history of the city of Albany and New York State.
The neighborhood here was dilapidated. A lot of buildings were boarded up, and now here in 2015, we're being renovated.
It is by far and away the most complex project.
We are subject to the Historic Commission's regulations. Therefore, the windows, the arch tops, the masonry entrance steps, they have to be recreated to match exactly what is existing.
There are still some historical structures in our apartment. There's the crown molding, banisters, fireplaces that are original to the property.
They're going to give me a new kitchen, new carpet. They're going to paint through it, and I just can't wait to get it all done again so I get new stuff in here and make it real homey again.
We're really hopeful that bringing these buildings back to life physically will have economic generators in the community.
I see subcontractors here doing painting, bricklaying, masonry, carpeting, plumbers, electricians.
I almost see in the vision a new corner of Albany area here. That this community here will be attracting people, residents. I could see a renewal of this area.
Burton Towers is an 8-story property located in Newburgh, New York. It provides housing for low-income seniors age 62 or older.
Newburgh is a city that's almost 400 years old. It's the second largest historical district in the state of New York. We've had a lot of issues with crime and drugs in the last 30 years.
Burton is a bit of a unique transaction because it had a troubled history. HUD had foreclosed about a year prior to Mountco stepping in.
Nobody had really been managing the building after it went into foreclosure.
The building was pretty much in a disarray. Work wasn't being done the way it should have been in a timely manner.
Oh my Lord. I just robberies, breaking in entry. The elevator was always broke, and I'd have to walk 6 floors, and some of the washers was always down.
The scope of the work that we undertook here at Burton Towers included a community room. We added a generator for 24/7 security of the tenants.
We got all new windows. They painted every unit. We got 2 new elevators.
We have a new kitchen. Outside, we have a barbecue grill with benches, tables. We'll have a barbecue, cookout, 4th of July picnic. Feels like real home now.
Mountco reaches out to the local business enterprises, minority business enterprises, and women business enterprises.
As far as my neighbors, they love renovations because they watch the building run down, and then all of a sudden, everything was fixed.
The village of Watkins Glen is undergoing a revitalization. It's a great place to live. The natural beauty, we're finding that people want to live here. What we have is a barrier to quality housing.
Watkins Glen is the adaptive reuse of a 1930s era public school. The project entails the creation of 51 units of affordable seniors housing.
For some of the residents who may have gone to school here, they get to reminisce about their times in the school.
There's one woman downstairs, she used to be a school teacher. Some of the stories she has.
They would say about, oh, I was in this classroom and I had this teacher.
From the outside, it will look very much like it did to our residents, many of who graduated decades ago.
Along the outside entrances, there are sayings, knowledge is power, reminiscent of that patriotic spirit that followed World War I. On the interior, we are keeping some lockers to give the feeling of a school. In the individual units themselves, we are keeping chalkboards.
It has a beautiful auditorium with balconies, chandeliers. It's just a gorgeous space.
The former auditorium and gymnasium will be additionally repurposed to host community events.
I think it's very important, especially in New York State. We have to invest in those people that are our workforce. We have a tremendous amount of talent. We're happy to be able to keep them here and working.
We're looking forward to the end of 2015 when the Watkins Glen Senior Housing Project is complete and we can welcome our new residents to Watkins Glen and Schuyler County.
Working with Citi has been a very positive experience. They are very committed to the upstate market.
Affordable housing is this very important economic development tool that not only creates homes for people, but creates economic activity and really helps integrate all kinds of cities, suburban environments, and rural communities for the better.